Lee's Lux Makeup and Beauty Lounge is located at 233 South Federal Highway on the first floor of the Boca Grand building in Boca Raton. The number again is 561-409-4065.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
It's the Becky and Boca Show, coming to you live every Thursday night at 6 p.m. from glamorous downtown Boca Raton. I'll show you how to live life in style in one of the country's most elegant cities, nestled right along the beautiful Atlantic beaches between Palm Beach and Miami. So sit back, relax, and let me show you how to indulge yourself Boca style.
If it by
Hello. Are we on? Hello. Welcome to the Becky and Boca Show. It is kind of a chilly, rainy night in South Florida, but it's kind of nice with the holidays coming up. I am interviewing a fantastic guest tonight, Danielle Forbes. She is an author and a speaker and an actress and a talk show host. But before I get to that, I want to say Ivy Lee's Lux Makeup and Beauty Lounge, who sponsors my show, they have a holiday special going on now. Wednesdays and Thursdays for $75. You can get your makeup and your hair done. You get a blowout and your makeup with Sherelle or Remy. The phone number is 561-409-4065. So if you're going to any holiday parties, you might want to check that out. It's Ivy Lee's Lux Makeup and Beauty Lounge, 561-409-4065. Just ask for the holiday special. Okay, now I want to get to my guest, Danielle.
Hi.
Bring her in on the screen. I met Danielle in Miami Beach. I think it was 2 years ago, or was it 3?
It was 2 years,
2 years ago. Okay.
Time flies.
We were at an industry event,
Yes.
and it was for, I guess it was just for media, right?
It was the NAPTE conference.
Do you remember what NAPTE means?
So
National something, right?
National Association of Television Programming Executives.
Very good. I couldn't have done that.
I remember.
But it was a lot of fun, and we had a few people from Boca Raton here from this station that had shows that were down there.
It was an amazing
and
time.
you were there, and lots of nice talent from
It was a great
all over the place.
talent from all over, and there were a couple schemers in the building as well.
Yes, you're going to find
Trying
that
to steal
in
your
this
ideas.
industry.
Oh yes,
We were just
they're
talking
everywhere.
in the green room about people that turn out to
They will steal
not
your
be what they
dreams.
say they are. Right. They're selling you a promise of, and you know what? I find that there's so many people that I know that want to be on these reality shows. I mean, more than anything, it's like their life goal, and you have people selling them. What do you call those reels? Sizzle reels and
The whole night.
I'm a producer, come here. All you got to do is pay me a few grand and we're going to get you going.
Don't even get me started.
This industry is
we
right
need a
for
whole
that
nother
sort of
show
thing.
for that.
We do. Actually, we do. But you and I have been plugging along and not.
We have, and I'm super proud of you.
Right.
I'm super proud of you. Every time I turn around, I see you. You're interviewing great people.
I have a lot of fun.
You do, and that's the thing. Your energy is so contagious. It's so amazing, and I'm glad we were able to.
I love
keep
bringing
in
people like you
touch.
on. Other people that are trying to kind of do the same thing or something in media or something in this industry, because I like to raise everybody up, and I think it's fantastic. And,
it's important,
and get up there above the people that are all trying to get money out of us, right?
It's true, and that's it. And it's so sad because, like I said, you have so many people. This is their dream. This is their lifetime dream.
And there's people that take advantage of that.
And it's sad. It's really, really sad because you'll think that you met someone that can really help you.
This is the real deal.
And this is the real deal.
Yeah.
And they could be the real deal. They'll either try to get money out of you, or they'll try to steal your idea and make it their own. So you have to be careful.
Yeah.
You have to be very, very careful. So, yeah. So
It's
again, that'll be the next topic.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. But I know at the time you told me about this book that you wanted to write, and you told me the idea.
Yeah.
And I was like, if anybody can do this, she can.
Thank
and then you
you.
contacted me recently that you
I
wrote
know.
it, and it's doing really well. I know it's on Amazon.
It's on Amazon. It's on Barnes and Noble. It's in Barnes and Nobles. Excuse me. It's also in iTunes. It actually is in Books and Books. So,
Wow.
which is at the Miami International Airport. Excuse me. I'm looking
it would be a
to
great read for the airplane.
It will be a great read for the airplane because it is an easy read. It's about 114 pages. I think it's a great book, not just because I wrote it.
It's called Destiny, right?
It's called
I
Destiny.
remember when you told me the idea. I was like, that is a fantastic book.
It's a great story. So it's Destiny, a love story gone terribly wrong. It's a fiction love thriller. It's Christian.
I like that.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's a Christian-based book, but it also has an urban twist to it.
Okay.
So
can you give us a little
relatable.
bit of idea of there's a female character, right?
Yeah, so Destiny is the main character.
Okay.
Destiny, without giving without too much of a spoiler alert, Destiny was raised by a single mom. A single mom.
Okay.
Yes. And so Destiny's mom, which is Maureen, she definitely had a rough childhood growing up. Her mother was dating a guy that was an alcoholic, so there were some things that were taking place in the home that were very unforeseen circumstances for Maureen. One of which led to Destiny being born.
Oh, okay.
So it's a really, really sad story. It is kind of a spoiler alert because for the longest time, Destiny thought that her dad was dead. So she finds out later on in the story that was not the case at all.
Ooh,
it's a really deep story. And, Destiny, like a lot of young ladies, although it's a fiction story, a lot of young ladies, a lot of parents can relate because you can be raised one way and turn out another.
Yep.
And Maureen really wanted Destiny to be a woman after God's own heart because she had such a tough childhood, such an unfortunate childhood, and she did not want that to be Destiny's life. So she did everything she could to get them out of the rough neighborhood of North Philadelphia.
Oh, okay.
Which is where the story takes place. And just, all is going well. Destiny hits 16. This boy that she always had a crush on by the name of Romeo pops back into her mind. She wants to show Romeo that she's not that little girl anymore. And he sees Destiny again. He sees that she's grown up. He takes full advantage of her youth, of her beauty, is led into this toxic relationship, led into a life of crime. And there's a turn in the story where Destiny kind of becomes that girl that she was raised to be. Yeah. And just when you thought it was a happily ever after, the ending takes a twist, that you never saw. And the ending is what kept me writing the book.
Okay.
It is. The ending is what kept me writing the book because I couldn't even believe that I was writing this story. There were so many chapters that I wrote that were tearjerkers for me. And I'm like, I have to finish this. Like, I need the readers to see what I see. So the ending is amazing. The ending, people have tried to guess it. You could never guess this ending. So you got to get the book.
Maybe they can make this into a movie.
Absolutely. That's the future for Destiny. That is the future for Destiny. I've actually spoken with so many people already that are very excited, very much on board to make Destiny a movie, whether it's Netflix or Lifetime or a blockbuster film.
There's a real need for content out there.
It truly is. And
if I were clicking through Netflix, I'd definitely watch that.
You have to, and there's so many stories on Netflix that were books that are now filmed. So I hope that Destiny could be one of them. But as I said, when you get the book and you read it, you see it play out in your mind like a film. And so when you're reading it, you're like, this could be a movie.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, now, if anyone wants to get the book.
So, if anyone wants to get the book, you can go directly to my website, which is DanielleForbesProductions.com.
DanielleForbesProductions.com.
Yep, DanielleForbesProductions.com. Productions with an S. Okay. Yes, so you can get the book there. Or you can go, if you're an Amazon Prime member or Barnes & Nobles, whatever you choose, you can go to Amazon, type in Destiny by Danielle Forbes. It'll come right up. You can order the book. It is the next day if you're Amazon Prime. It's available on Kindle. It's available in Barnes & Nobles, through Nook. So
it's everywhere.
It's out there.
Wow.
Super excited.
Good for you.
I've been busy since the last time.
I'm so happy that you wrote that.
I am
And you still have your show. Is it the Danielle Forbes
show?
It's
Real Lives with Danielle Forbes.
I remember that too.
Yes.
That was fun.
It was a great time. I want to bring that show back because that's my passion. That's my baby. I love talk show. I love listening to people's stories. Like, that's the one thing that there's so much diversity everywhere in the world, but that's the one thing that we have in common is
And I remember you were
adversity.
going around to different places interviewing people about their life, what was going on with their lives.
What was going on. And I mean, there's so much hurt in the world, so much tragedy in the world. And like I said, of all the differences that we have in life, the one thing that is the common ground for us is the adversity. You know, we've all faced some form of adversity. So, you know, it's the overcoming, it's the inspiration behind that story. So that's what I love the most about my talk show. So I'm looking to bring that back on in 2020. I got some surprises.
Remember. Okay, so we've got bestproductions.com. That's your website, right?
Oh, no, DanielleForbesProductions.com.
DanielForbesProductions.com, Freddie. Gotta watch them.
I know. But I am the best. So,
She's the best, but you won't get anywhere with that. Daniel Forbes Productions. I think Freddie made that one up.
Yeah, I know. I think so, too.
I don't know where that came from.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Well,
So first name, last name, productions.com.
DanielForbesProductions.com. I'm going to put it in social media so people can
Perfect.
click on it. Okay, and you were doing your show in Atlanta.
In
Is
Atlanta,
that right?
I was doing it there. Basically, I would go to Atlanta and just kind of film like 4 or 5 shows, interview 4 or 5 different people, 4 or 5 different topics, and fly back to Miami. It would air, but I don't know what happened. You know, like with the smaller markets, there's always change going on.
This industry is changing so
quickly, and I can't keep up.
Yeah, I know.
I cannot keep up. You know, but I do want to bring my podcast back because that's something I enjoy doing.
Well, you can put your podcasts out there, right? But the thing that always confuses me is most podcasts are only audio, but your show was
it was
video too.
It was video. So if I could find a way to do both, I don't know. That's my next. My wheels will be turning. Okay, my wheels are always turning.
No, but there is a need for content out there because we all entertain ourselves now, either on our phones or on our TVs.
Everywhere.
We remember when you just watched network and
that was it.
Now you get to pick and
everywhere
choose.
you go, all you see is this.
Oh, and every
see
night
this.
I'm scanning through not only Netflix but all of them.
And it's true, and that's the thing. It's like some people, like, you don't even need a TV. Like, you can just sit there like this all day. And just, you know what I mean?
You
That's what
project
people
your
do
phone
anyway.
right on the TV.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, and I do. Like, that's something that in 2020, like, I already have the plan in place. So I'm trying not to put more on my plate because I have a tendency, like, I'll have all these ideas and I'll try to achieve them all at once and I'll just get stressed out and end up doing nothing. So I'm like, I really want to see Destiny through and really get the book out there, get people reading it, and for them
I know
to
you're
see.
doing a lot of press right now for
I'm
the book.
doing a lot.
You were doing
of
a
press.
magazine today, right?
I did a magazine interview with Sheen Magazine today. I did. That
Sheen
was at 3
Magazine. Okay,
o'clock.
wow.
Sheen Magazine, and so it's for their online edition. So it will be out probably next week. So I will definitely keep you posted on that. I'll post it to my website, my social media, my Facebook, my Instagram, all of that.
Okay, I'm going to have you all tagged up in the
Yes, please.
social
I know,
media so
please
people can
do.
find you.
Yes, because it is. It's so important. I've been doing a ton of networking, and every time I go to do one thing, I'll come to meet you. Then I'll meet someone else.
Right.
They'll connect me to this. So, I mean, which
Are you
is
doing
awesome.
book signings too?
I am going to be doing a book signing at Books and Books.
Okay.
So, which is a huge
In
bookstore
Fort
chain.
Lauderdale, or?
So, I'm actually waiting to see where I will do it first because Miami International Airport is the first one to get the book.
Oh.
So I'm trying to see, what other stores, because there's one in Lincoln
is so
Road.
exciting.
So I'm going to be a busy girl. I'm already booked up for the whole 2020.
If you're in Miami
I'm booked.
International, your book is going all over the world.
It's huge.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And
How did you do that? They just picked up your book?
I literally walked into the store. As you know, I'm a flight attendant. One of my hats that I wear. I literally walked into Books and Books after I got off one of my flights. And I said, you know what, let me go in there while it's fresh in my mind. I go in there. I ask to speak to the manager. She comes out. I tell her about my book. I didn't even have my card, my one sheet, nothing. I was just like winging it. And I was not expecting her to say, oh, yeah, sure. She's like, I told her about the book.
But you know why? Because if you're going to get on an airplane, that's a book you'd pick up. I would.
Yes.
I'd be like, okay, this can entertain
And
me.
it is. And like I said, it's such an easy read. I mean, once you read it from the first page, you're going to be like, what's
You
going
don't
to
wanna
happen
stop.
next?
Yeah.
Next thing you know, like
Yeah.
it's not, especially like a 4-hour flight from like Miami to LA or Miami to Vegas, or if you're traveling abroad, that book will be perfect. Yes, you can't, once you read it, like I said, it's like it grabs you from page one.
Okay.
So yeah, it's very good.
Congratulations on that book.
Thank you. It took a while. You know, writing a book is not something I ever saw myself doing.
Did you use a ghostwriter, or did you?
I wrote this
Yourself?
Myself.
Oh,
on my phone and my iPad.
I think you were writing it when I met you a couple of years ago.
You probably was. I wrote this, and I still have it. I still have the manuscript in my phone. I'm like, Apple should give me some type of sponsorship or something. I did.
Remember you told me when you were flying around and you had downtime, you would work on the book.
I would work on the book. So after I was done doing my my service and everybody was happy, I go hide on my jumpsuit, and I'm like, and 2 years later,
oh my
Destiny came about. That character, oh my God, just developing that character. I tell people that I was going through.
That's the most important thing with the book is character development.
It is.
That's what makes you stick with it and want to read the story and want to finish it.
It does. And she came about when I was at a broken time in my life. An engagement had just ended.
Oh.
And I was just like, I was heartbroken, of course. And creating Destiny was that outlet for me. So it's like I was, you know, Destiny was a good girl, but she became a little toxic, you know? And so it's like, that was my own toxicity, you know, that I was putting into Destiny, you know? But then I came back around and, you know, went through the whole healing process, and so did Destiny, you know what I mean? But, you know, she went through some twists and turns, but I took
kind of
my
mirrored
own.
your life.
It did. Not really. People always ask me, is this book about you?
Is it about you?
Yeah. It's not. It's when you read it, you're like, oh, wow, it's not about me at all. Okay. But I was able to, like I said, to take that pain and like channel it through Destiny and really bring her to life and everything. And Destiny's doing all types of things right now. She's actually, the book has got invited to it's one of the biggest book expos in the world in New York City.
Oh my goodness.
May of 2020, actually May 27th through the 31st. Destiny will be in New York City at actually the largest book expo.
Are you going to be there?
I will be there. I will be there. So
signing books and
doing books
interviews
and meeting people. There'll be some really big, you know, some really key decision makers, heavy hitters, like it was at the NAPTI conference.
Good for you.
So I'm really looking forward to
watch out for the scammers.
Yeah, definitely got to watch out.
We know how these places
you already know, because it does. I mean, those places they bring out the worst in people sometimes.
Because you have people that are chasing their dreams, and then you have people that come in and want to take advantage of that.
Take advantage. They want your money. They want your ideas, and it's very sad. It's very sad, but you know it comes with the territory.
Yeah, but you're smart enough, you know, not to.
yeah, but you know what? Just when I thought I'd seen it all, somebody else pulls a rabbit. I'm like, not again. But you live and you learn, you know. But I definitely am a lot smarter. I've been taken advantage of by the best, I will say. You know what I mean? So yeah, I've learned. Experience is always the best teacher. So I've had some great teachers.
Well, it sounds to me like you're doing really, really well.
I'm doing very well.
And I would like to see more of your show.
Oh, my goodness.
Where you go around and like what time? I can't remember who you interviewed, but I know you had some very interesting stories.
I had some great stories. The story that will always be so near and dear to my heart is Dr. Gary Kusha. And he's in Pittsburgh, and his daughter, she was the one that she was murdered the day after her, her 16th birthday by her very first boyfriend.
Oh, okay. Now I remember you telling me this.
Yes, that story, and since then, even when I went to Atlanta to film, the young ladies that I interviewed there, I mean, their stories were, the things that people go through, especially I interviewed in one day 3 women that had lost children. And I'm looking at these women and I'm like, how do you make it through? I'm a mom, you know, and it's like, that's the worst thing that you can imagine. And I'm looking at these women telling their stories, and I'm just like, you know, trying to hold it together myself. And I'm thinking to myself, like, how are you able to go on with life after losing a child? You know, my heart just breaks and it goes out, you know, but they're able to share their stories because there's countless of people in the world that have faced that same thing,
Right.
even worse, or unfortunately will face that, and just, for people to know you're not the only one,
Right.
so I definitely have to bring that show back on because it reached a lot of people. And but yeah, it was hard listening to some of those stories.
Oh, I bet.
It was a tearjerker,
Oh.
but the great thing about it is they were able to come back from that. So there was a light at the end of
Right.
the tunnel. So
How they recovered.
yeah, but it was not easy. It wasn't easy to listen. So I can only imagine them telling it. I'm just like,
But it
like
probably
tissues.
helps them to tell stories like that. It's a way to kind of
It's an outlet.
share your experience and
Yes, it is, because the gentleman, like I said, Dr. Gary Kusha, to listen to his story.
Now, I remember you telling me about that. His daughter had her first boyfriend.
First boyfriend. And the saddest thing was he actually was a friend of the family. He was like best friends with her brother.
Oh my gosh! So someone they trusted and knew.
Someone they trusted, someone he looked at as a son, and that was his daughter's first boyfriend. So he's thinking like, okay, this
Someone we
guy,
know.
he's been in the family, he knows us. He's not going, the last thing on his mind, I'm sure, is this man is going to kill my daughter someday. Who thinks about that, And, but what he does do to keep his daughter alive, which is Demi Bray. So I hope Dr. Gary Kusha watches this show. Like, my heart still goes out to this man. But what he does to channel that pain, he goes to colleges, high school, different
talks about
places,
it.
and talks about domestic violence and teen violence and just violence against women and teen dating and just all of the red flags to look for and everything like that.
Right.
So he's turned. So that's what the Real Lives show was all about. There will be adversity, there will be pain, but you have to take that and
Make something
turn
positive with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's his purpose.
And that's what he's doing now?
And that's what he's doing. And that's what I did with Destiny. I had to take my heartbreak and put it into Destiny. Yeah, poor Destiny.
Well, I cannot wait to read the book.
I know. I have to give you a book. I have to sign it for you.
Yeah.
You'll read it in one day. I know you're busy, so I don't know if you'll read it in one day, but
But I do a lot of traveling, so I will definitely.
oh yeah, take it
with
on the
me.
plane.
Yeah.
Take it on the plane. Spread the word. It's awesome. My biggest one of my dreams is to be walking down the aisle when I'm wearing my flight attendant hat and see someone
Somebody
flipping
reading
through
the
the page
book.
of Destiny. That will bring such joy to my heart. I
I'm
can see
sure
it.
that will happen.
It is going to. It probably. Yeah, I
And then they'll
haven't.
connect that it's you, and be like, "Wow,
I know, and I'm just gonna walk right by and just sign it. Like,
you should stick a few in the back coat,
exactly.
the pockets in the back."
Trust me, every day I wake up with a different idea in my mind on how to promote this book. And, I'm a woman of faith, and every day there's a different idea that pops into my mind. And I see it through, and it's another door that opens. And when I open that door, there's another one right behind it. So you have to listen to that voice. For me, that voice is the Holy Spirit. And as I said in one of the live videos I did, not everyone is a believer, but everyone has that voice. For me, it's the Holy Spirit.
Right.
For others, it's something else. But listen to that voice.
Listen to the voice.
It gives you great instructions and directions. So if it says, don't go that way, don't go that way. Don't answer that phone. Don't talk to that man. That's a whole nother talk show. Listen.
I like that. So listen to your intuition. Listen to your
have
inner
to.
voice.
It's like
Somebody's
your
guiding you,
GPS.
and you have to pay attention.
You have to.
I like
you
that.
Have to. You really have to, because it's like God has all given us that piece of that discernment. So that's like our GPS. You get in your
Yep.
car, you put that GPS on. That's like our internal GPS, and then you just think of the things that something told you not to
Right.
do. You do it anyway. You're like, something told me not to do that.
Yes.
Pay attention to that.
Oh, I like
voice.
that.
Yeah, and you're going to miss it sometimes, and you're going to be like,
Why
something
didn't
told
I
me
do-
not.
yeah.
Why didn't I listen? And you're going to think of me. You're going to think of me. But it's true. It's
Okay, we
true.
only have a minute left here,
Oh,
Danielle.
wow, time
I know it goes really
flies.
fast.
It flies.
So Danielle is an author and a speaker, a talk show host, an actress. If anyone wants her to speak,
I'm
you'll
available.
do that. Okay, let's
Book
give
me.
your your email again.
So my email is the Danielle Forbes Show, and that's at gmail.com. So it's the DanielleForbesShow@gmail.com.
Okay.
So you can send me an email and someone will get back to you.
If you have a book club, put this book in it.
Yes. Oh, and the name is spelled wrong on there.
Name is spelled Danielle.
The Danielle Forbes Show.
The Danielle. Where'd you get best? Freddie.
Freddie's playing games back there in the control booth. I love it.
Unbelievable. All right.
That was awesome.
You know what I can do?
Uh-huh.
I can take it down
Okay.
and correct it
Oh,
and put it
okay.
back up.
Okay.
Why don't I do that?
That works.
Because you've been listening to and watching The Becky and Boca Show. Ivy Lee's Luxe Makeup and Beauty Lounge in downtown Boca Raton does fabulous professional makeup application. Make an appointment today and see how glamorous you can look. Call 561-409-4065 to book your appointment. Ivy Lee's Luxe Makeup and Beauty Lounge is located at 233 South Federal Highway on the first floor of the Boca Grand Building in Boca Raton. The number again is 561-409-4065. And now, back to the show. You have been watching and listening to The Becky and Boca Show. Tune in every Thursday night at 6 p.m. to discover all the ways to spoil yourself and have a good time in beautiful Boca Raton. See you next week.